So when he jumps in, you see the penguin. He jumps out, you don't. He jumps in and out, until he gets to land. Because on land, Rocket here doesn't have any predators. Now, unfortunately, these penguins have moved to the endangered species list a little over 3 months ago. This is because we don't have a whole lot of penguins left, and we are being very nice to our environment. So I beg all of you, recycle, reduce, reuse. The less we take out of our environment, the more rooms we have for our animals, and the less nature we destroy that we ourselves can enjoy. But also put garbage in its place. Because something like a grocery bag can look a lot like a squid by the time it gets into the ocean. And Rocket here isn't going to hesitate at squid. But penguin babies, that's something fun to talk about. Dale over there, just on the side, he is what we consider a juvenile penguin. He is about a year and 4 weeks old, give or take. And he's going to lose that coat. He's going to molt just like every other penguin, somewhere between a year and 2 years. He was that size at 3 months, however. Penguins grow very fast. Full grown at 3 months, but they can live for up to 30 years in captivity. Well, actually up to 45 years, which is the record for an African penguin. Commonly over 30 years. But in the wild, they only live for about 15 years. This is because in the wild, when they get old and they slow down, they aren't going to get picked off by the predators. Also, we have vets that look after them when they get sick, and we give them the highest quality of food. Now, when penguins do lay eggs, African penguins are going to lay 2 eggs about 4 days apart. The first egg, and then the second egg, but they only care for one of these eggs. The other egg they push out of the nest. They instinctively know which egg has the best chances of hatching. Now, this is a mystery to people, as it's not always the first one. We're trying to figure that one out right now. But they have pushed one egg out of the nest, given it to another pair of penguins at different zoos, and they impacted, raised, and hatched the egg as well. Now, trivia time. I'm sure a lot of you have seen March of the Penguins and Happy Feet. Of these African penguin species, who do you guys think takes care of the egg? Who thinks the mom takes care of the egg? Just a few mom fans? Who thinks the dad takes care of the egg? Almost everybody else. You're right there. You guys are bang on because you kept your hand up for both. Now you guys saw March of the Penguins and Happy Feet, where the water freezes over and food becomes very far away. These guys have it rough and on the beach. Go rough, Rocket. So they can actually take turns fishing, going for dips, plus 40 days under the hot sun of Africa can be pretty overwhelming. When they do hatch, the egg is actually about the size of a chicken egg, and they're going to come out the size of a baby chick. And they're going to be brown and pretty weird looking. But again, in 3 months, they are full grown. So does anybody have any questions about penguins for me? Yeah. Do they swim? They're very good swimmers, and they're positively buoyant, which means they can float without exerting any energy. They can hold their breath somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes. Whereas something like our sea turtles, where the way they breathe is a lot different. The sea turtles can hold their breath up to 5 hours. Yes? Who is the oldest? Very good question. I already said Dale was our youngest, a little over a year. But our oldest penguin is the one treating himself with the red and black bands, and that's Mulder. He turns 28 this year. Any other questions? You guys make my job pretty easy. Some of you may be wondering, well, how do I tell a boy and girl penguin apart? Nobody wants to ask. You can't by looking at them. So what we do is we wait till they're sexually mature and the females are able to lay